Alongside Matt Dunigan and Henoc Muamba, one thing we know for sure right now, we will not be seeing this season because Nathan Rourke officially waived by the New York Giants. Now he waits for that 4 p.m. deadline on Monday. But Matt, it really makes you wonder when you're a CFL fan and you see what's going on with Nathan Rourke in the NFL. Is he going to come back to the league? Recently, when he was being interviewed by our team at the BC Lions game, he said, I would love to return when speaking of the BC Lions. But let's look at the whole CFL. Which team, in your opinion, needs this man the most?
Kate, I am so glad you asked that question. Why? Because I think everybody across the country is doing the same thing. We could use a Nathan Rourke. Everybody could use a Nathan Rourke. An upgrade instantaneously across the board for most of the teams, I would say. But this kid is special. We know his skill set. And, selfishly, I'd like to see him come back.
Agreed.
But, for him professionally, I've heard him say it, he wants to exhaust all possibilities. But if he does come north of the border, you got to take a look at these football teams. Who could use him right now? I think just about everybody could. If you look at Trevor Harris, he's getting older, right? And he seems to be on the IR a bunch more these days. But when he's healthy, he's as good as anybody. But I think Sass could use him. I think Zach Collaros, he's 35. Yeah, he's 2-6 this year. How much longer is he going to play after the beating he's taken, losing Patty Neufeld again last night? And then that makes it even more difficult. I just look at the Collaros situation, Winnipeg. They could possibly use him. You go Mayer in Calgary. Yeah, he's 16-21 as a starter. Yeah, you know what? Nathan Rourke, all he does is win football games. You look at what's going on with Drew Brown. I think they're covered there in Ottawa. I think Bo Levi-Mitchell, he's at the twilight of his career. I think Hamilton could use him. Cody Fajardo's got things covered in Montreal. So I think most anybody at this point, and he will be able to garnish whatever he wants, Henoc. This is a brilliant topic that is fun to kick around. I want to hear what you got to say about it because, well, I've exhausted just about every one of those teams except for Edmonton. And I'm not going to go there because of Trey Ford and NBT, but go ahead.
Listen, Edmonton is not exempt from benefiting from Nathan Rourke if he comes back to the CFL right now. Listen, he makes every team better. You mentioned that already. I think the bigger question now is going to be which team is going to have the guts to actually get rid of their starting quarterback right now and bring in Nathan Rourke. You talked about the guys that have done well in the CFL so far. You talk about Trevor Harris. You talk about Bo Levi-Mitchell out there in Hamilton. I imagine over there they'll want to lift as well. You look at the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, a team that has been known for doing so great for so long. And a guy like Zach Collaros, who a lot of us have already said he's a future Hall of Famer. Yeah. But are you willing to right now say bye to Zach Collaros to bring in a Nathan Rourke? Because he is going to be the future. You have to ask
those questions.
He is going, as soon as Nathan comes back into this league, Kate, guess who's going to be the face of this league?
Nathan Rourke.
Yeah. And so he makes them better, but you have got to say bye.
I agree. And you got to pay up.
That's right.
That's going to be a big problem as well. And I'm with you, Matt. Selfishly, wouldn't mind if he came back. And you guys answered nothing because all I heard was every single team in the CFL would take Nathan Rourke.